Hi everybody, and welcome back to Teen Yoga video number 6. I'm glad you're here to join me. I hope you're all staying active and healthy. I know everybody's at home, but I hope you're still moving. And with that, let's go ahead and we're gonna get moving. So sit comfortably. We're going to think about our posture, think about sitting nice and tall, closing the eyes when you're ready. And just taking a moment to unwind, let it all go. Let out any negativity with the exhale. Relax the facial muscles. Move the jaw around a little bit. So I want you to unclench it. So you kind of move it side to side. I know it looks a little bit funny, but your eyes are closed. Nobody's there. Nobody's watching you. So I'm the one who looks funny. And then close it slowly. Allow the head to drop to the right and to the left. And back to the center with the eyes closed. Look over the right shoulder all the way back. And over the left shoulder. Bring the head back to center. Drop the chin into the chest. See if you can touch the chest. Unlock the back of the neck. Bring the head up. Make a pillow with your hands. I'm going to move back a little bit. You don't have to. Make a pillow with your hands. Drop your hands down to those. Drop the head down to those hands. Stretching that lower back gently. Without even coming up, walk your hands to the right knee. Drop your head down towards the knee. Try to stay seated on the mat. Don't lift up the left side. Keep that right elbow down. And then reach the left arm overhead, leaning back slightly. Good. Again, trying to stay seated on the mat, trying not to come up. Both hands down. Walk your hands to the left side. Keep the head down at first. Slow it all down. Keep the left hand, left elbow on the floor. Open up, lean back a little bit as that right arm goes overhead. So just stretching that body gently, waking it up, getting you ready for your practice. And from here, bring it to center. Let's go into a little bit of a spinal twist. Opposite hand to knee, look behind you. And the other way, big twist all the way back. After this, we're gonna stand on up, get moving. So come to the center. Come all the way up off your mat, however way you can. I came up a little bit of a different way. Top of the mat, some vinyasas to get you moving even more. Then we'll start with the practices and the poses. Hands at heart chest. Inhale all the way down, up and back. Open those arms nice and wide. Step your feet behind you. Lower down to chaturanga, either straight legs or we can go with bent knees. Elbows are tucked into the rib cage. Upward dog goes to a downward dog. And feet come to the front, head to the knees. Arms go overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands to the front. Let's do it again. Down, up, and back. Follow those fingertips all the way back. Open the arms. Inhale and exhale, stepping back. You can go down with the knees or you can go straight legs. Same way. Inhale, upward dog. Usually always goes to a downward dog. Step the feet forward, head to knees. Arms overhead to the ceiling. Exhale, hands at heart center. Again, down, going a little bit deeper in the backward bend. Open those arms nice and wide apart. Step your feet back, hands are flat. Nice and strong in the upper body. Come up high, shoulders stay low. Downward dog. Let's do it all one more time so you're really warmed up. Inhale. Exhale, hands, heart, center. One more time, down. the inhale, up and back. On the exhale, folding forward. Stepping your feet back. Lower down to chaturanga. Don't touch the floor with the chest. Right before you touch the floor, you lift to upward dog. And we take it to a downward dog. We're gonna go right into triangle from here. We're gonna raise that left leg up. Bring it through the hands. Straighten the legs as you rise up. Reach forward and down. Left leg, left hand, right arm all the way to the ceiling. Holding it here. Breathe with it. So last video we did reverse triangle. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna drop our hands on each side of the mat, reposition the back foot, and right hand stays down, left arm opens up. Hold it here. Try to keep that back flat, hips squared off with one another. So what that means is one hip is not out to the side more than the other. Drop your hands down. Get your feet to downward dog. Right leg goes all the way up. Through the hands. Straighten up. Legs straight, arms straight. Reaching out and down. Triangle pose. Feet are flat. One arm on top of the other, nice and straight. This is basic triangle, reverse it. I step my foot out a little bit and I bring the right arm up to the ceiling, keeping my left hand down to the floor. If you need to keep the knee bent, keep it bent. Hold it here. Perfect. Hands down, both feet all the way back. All right, we're gonna go into a pigeon pose from downward dog. We're going to extend the leg up and bring it through to go into the pigeon pose. Now this is great if you have tight hips. I'm a runner. I have a lot of runner friends who ask about poses for tight hips. This is a good one. We're gonna go into it gently, step by step. Left leg up like you did before. This time, bring it through. Start to bend the knee, drop it to the floor. Extend the right leg back directly behind you in the center. And then kind of reposition yourself, take a moment. We're gonna come down, only as far as you can go. Some of you hold it here. Some of you come down to your elbows, and some of us drop your head all the way down. The key to this is to stay still. Once you find the pose, let the body fall into it. With a nice exhale, just relax the lower back and the hips. I have my fingers interlaced in front of me for some reason. You don't have to, however you like. You can have the hands flat. But try not to move. One more breath. We're going to keep this left leg as it is. I'm going to bring my hands by the foot and by the knee. I'm going to push all the way up and hold it here. So chest is slightly lifted. Stay here with it. Breathe with it. Lean to your left so that left foot comes even closer in. It's just like one long line. Pick up that back foot and hold the foot and pull it in. Or you can kind of lock it into that elbow and pull it in. My left hand is on the floor, not a lot of weight there. Just keep pushing, pulling that right heel towards you. All right, you're going to unwind, come to the center, tabletop position into your downward dog. We're gonna do the same thing from downward dog. So here we are. You're going to extend that right leg up to the ceiling and bring it all the way through. Left leg is directly behind you. Take a moment, reposition. I kind of slide that left leg back. I come to the center and we go down as much as we can. And remember, you're gonna hold it here for several breaths. Nice and slow breathing. Try to relax. Let the weight sink down, soften the lower back and the hips. If you're holding your breath, modify the position so you're a little more comfortable. You can bring that foot in closer to you. You don't have to have it all the way out. One more breath here. Keep that right leg as it is. Bring your hands back by the knee and the foot. Cup those hands, lift the chest. Hold it. Try to stay in the middle. And now tilt to your right. Pull that right foot in closer. Pick up the left foot. Pull it in, or you can get it into that elbow and kind of lock it in. Either way. Getting it nice and close. Hold it. And carefully let it go out. Hands on the floor, tabletop position. Before we go into a downward dog again, look up on the inhale. Cat pose on the exhale. Flatten the back, curl the toes under. We're going to go into downward dog. You probably need to readjust your feet, the distance of your hands. Go all the way into a nice downward dog. Pull the belly in towards the spine. We're going to take a big hop to the front of the mat. You can walk it if you want. The way we hop is we come onto our toes, kind of bend the knees, springing, and then just jump forward, fold in half. Arms come up to standing, inhale, and exhale. Let's do a standing forward bend, then we'll do some standing balances, and then we come back to the mat. So for the forward bend, I separated my feet ever so slightly so they're right under the hips. Place your hands to your hips. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart to the ceiling on the inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to take all the time you need to bring it down. And once you can't go any further, let the hands fall. Take a moment, move around, wiggle around, grab your toes, grab your ankles, wherever you're comfortable. And then take the head towards the knees. The knees can be straight or a slight bend in them. And just stay here. Relax. If you feel like you can go further, adjust a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull your head in closer. One more breath. We're going to come up the same way we came down. Hands to the hips. Bring it up slowly, slowly, slowly. And give everything a nice shake. Shake and swinging of the arms. We're going to go into balance next. So you can stay where you are. I'll face you. You can come off the mat if you prefer. We're going to go into a tree pose. I don't think we did it the last two videos, so let's kind of reunite with it. Tree pose. Your weight is in the right leg, so the left foot comes up slowly. You tuck that left foot in. Hands can be in the center, or hands and arms can be overhead. Now I want you to just stay here in tree pose, nothing else to do. Relax with it. Soften the facial muscles. A smile never hurts. And just stay here. Okay, before we come out of it completely, bring your hands down, interlace your fingers, bring that left knee forward. See if you can grab the knee and pull it up into the chest. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind you. Awesome job, bring it down. Shift your weight over to the left side. Bring that right foot up, tuck it in. Hands again can be here, or you can bring them overhead. You can even open up the arms, like opening the branches of the tree. Relax the facial muscles, stay strong. Keep that left ankle nice and sturdy. One more breath. Bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, right knee to the front. Pull that right knee up into the chest. Chest goes out, shoulder blades come together behind you. Hold it. Perfect. And from here, bring it down. Separate those feet. Hands, let's actually bring the hands behind us. So you stay there. Let me just show you. Interlace your fingers together. Feet are wide apart. Straighten those arms. Inhale, lift the chest. You're going to bring the head down, lifting the arms all the way up to the ceiling. So right here, bring those arms up, bring the head down. Legs are straight, feet are wide apart. Hold it. Another breath. Let the head just hang down. And then separate those hands. Place the hands underneath you. Keep the left hand in the center, right arm straight up to the ceiling, and follow with the head. So you're looking up to that right hand. Try not to hold the breath. Right hand down, left arm straight up. So sometimes we bring the hand to the opposite foot. It's a bit of a deeper stretch here. It might be a tad bit easier. But again, if you can't place the hand on the floor, place a block or a book underneath it, and that will help give you a little more height. Both hands onto the floor. We're going to walk our hands to the left foot, turning both feet forward. Taking it back to your downward dog one last time. Hands are flat, fingers are separated, head through the arms. Notice I shift my weight back. So if my head were a little bit forward, this is the position. I want that upside down V with a nice sharp point, which are the hips. Perfect. We're gonna come down onto our knees, tops of the feet flat on the floor. We're going to bring the right foot forward, hand on top of the knee, one at a time. Now, if this bothers your knee and you need a little more cushion, roll up the mat or place another mat underneath that left knee. Big twist as you look over the left shoulder. Hand goes behind you. Some of us stay here, some of us drop the hand to the heel with the right arm going overhead. If this is uncomfortable, don't do it. Just look over that left arm. And a little bit of a push-up. Now, this right foot, you're going to take a big step. You're going to lunge forward. So you're kind of shifting your weight onto that kneecap where it was from before. Big lunge. Some of you can keep your hands here or just bring the arms overhead, back by the ears. Lift, lift, lift the chest. Keep that lunge. Again, if you need a little extra cushioning for that left knee, roll up the mat, grab another mat. From here, place your hands on the floor. We're going to take that back leg with the right hand. The deeper your lunge, like I am, it's going to be a little harder. So I'll show you two variations. Keep that deep lunge, bend that left knee, grab the foot, pull that foot in. Now you're going to feel this here. If it's too intense, back it up. Walk that knee in so it's more of a 90-degree angle, and then you can pull that foot in. So either one here, or if you like that deeper stretch, more of a lunge, you have more room to pull that heel in. So it's the opposite hand to the foot. All right, relax. Let's just hold it here for a moment before we switch. So it's that deep lunge again. That left leg is back. My hands are inside of that right foot. Keep it here. Curl the toes under from the left leg. Lift that knee off the floor. That's the only little modification. Then we'll switch sides. So that left knee is off the floor. Got it? And left knee on the floor. Get back into that tabletop position. Left foot on the mat. Take it up slowly, one hand at a time. Big twist and turn with that right arm. Look over the arm. Some of you stay there, or optional, bringing the hand to the heel, falling back with that left arm. All right, from here, a little bit of a push-up. So let me show you how you can roll the mat up for those who want to. Just take the front of the mat, place that knee there. A little more comfortable, I'll admit. Big lunge with that left leg, lunge into it. Chest lifted. And bring those arms way overhead, back by the ears. Keep that deep lunge, hold it, half moon pose. Perfect. And from here, right hand down. You're gonna pull that right foot all the way in with that left hand. Again, too deep of a lunge, too intense for you. Take that left foot in, more of a 90-degree angle. That right hand still has to be on the floor, and you still pull that foot in. So here, or if you like that more intense angle, bring it all the way out. And pull that heel in, just holding it for one more breath. Awesome job. Before we come out of it completely, keep that deep lunge or go back into that deep lunge. Chest lifted, hands on the floor inside of that left foot. Left foot is forward, right leg is all the way back. Now, curl the toes of that back foot. Lift up just an inch or two. Hold it. Last breath. Drop the knee down and bring it all the way back. I'm going to roll out my mat again. We're going to sit at the heels for a moment. Let one ear come down. And the other ear. All right, I thought of something I haven't done in quite a while. We're gonna get a stretch of the toes. Doesn't seem like much, promise you you're gonna feel it. So we're gonna only go where we can. Come off the heels, curl the toes under. Sit at those heels. You're gonna feel it already. Now if it's way too intense, place your hands on the floor and only put some pressure in the fingers as much as you can handle. We won't stay long. That toe doesn't want to curl under. So breathe with it. I feel it. I'm on my feet a lot, running many miles a day. So my feet are a little bit sensitive. Some of you maybe handle it better than I do. And come off of the feet. Tops of the feet on the floor. Child's pose. But remember those arms we did before? Interlace them. Bring them up. Head down. Arms up to the ceiling. Sitting back at your heels. All right, hands to the lower back. Arms just kind of fall down. Chin into the chest, rolling it up slowly. Head comes up last. Perfect. Fall to either side. We're going to bring both legs forward into a forward bend, and then we'll cradle each leg one at a time. So for now, both legs at the same time. Bring those legs out. Bring those arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, pull the belly in. Reach those arms out slowly as far as you can. Try to fold from the hips. And then bring it down, head releasing into those legs. If you need to readjust and get a little more comfortable, do it at the beginning. So once you have the pose, you can just hold it still. That's where you get the benefits of the stretch, when you hold the postures and the muscles have time to soften and relax and stretch. If you're always moving around, they're not going to relax. They're not going to get the full stretch. Shoulders away from the ears. Pull your hands up the legs, and with it, cradle one leg in. So I'm cradling my left leg. I'm going to keep it close. I'm going to think about my posture, sitting tall. Awesome. We're going to stack one knee at a time. So left knee is on top. Pull that right knee foot in. Left knee is on top of the right knee. Fold in half. Your arms are anywhere they want to be. Back here by the feet is where I keep mine. If you want them at your side or the front, you can do one way on one side and then switch them on the other. So I'll do that. I'll keep them back here for now. Stay down one more breath. If you can't stack the knees quite like that, you keep that top knee up, wrap your hands around it, and bring your head into the knee. So we all come up. We extend the left leg out. We cradle that right leg. Think about your posture, sitting tall. Give it a little bit of a rock, side to side, nice and gentle. Perfect. We're going to stack the knees. This time the right knee is going to be on top. So bend the left knee. Pull that left foot in. Get that right knee on top. And come down. Like I said, I'm going to change my arms this time. I'm going to bring my arms out. You put the arms where you want. And if we can't come quite down this low, hold on to that top knee and let the head come as close as you can. Slowing it down from here. We're going to finish a little bit differently this time. We're not going to lie down as we normally do. But we will end with a little relaxation. So, come back up. Cross those ankles. If you need to watch in the beginning, watch and then close your eyes because that's how you're really going to get into it. Hands gently at the knees. Sit tall. I want you to start to circle from the hips and go in one direction. So you can just watch first. Notice how I have my knees so I don't roll too far back. Allow the head to fall forward and the shoulders to go ahead with the motion. Just let the whole body fall into this. Nice big circles. You can go faster or slower at your own speed. Definitely want to close the eyes by now. One more time around in this direction, then we're gonna switch. So whenever you're ready, go the other way, doing the same thing. Now you have the movement. Just keep going around and around, leaning back a little bit, but falling forward all the way. Thoughts go, noises go, distractions. One more time. You should be feeling nice and loose, supple, and little by little sitting, ooh, nice. You should feel light as you sit up tall. Long, slow breath, breathing. You can let the head go side to side or whatever feels good. You want to bring the arms overhead. Little reach up and up and up. And hands together. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for another session of yoga. I'm super relaxed. I hope you are too. Now if you want to go take a nap, go enjoy it. But I'll see you here next time. Remember to subscribe to my channel, Daniella Drawn. Bye.